title. He won it back in 2015 was Mac Fleet.
Number 4 on his hip, you saw there the senior from Ole Miss, Robert Domanic, has the number 3 time in the country amongst collegians this year. So a very competitive field of 12. 3 3/4 laps around this oval. The last track meet we will see here for about 3 years. World Championships coming up in 2021, and this facility is going to be fully renovated as we see a lot of bumping. It's just past 100 meters, so they're not going to call it back. Everybody back on their feet. Got to be extra careful today with that rain on the track.
Well, Josh Kerr, when he broke the collegiate record, said he was in outstanding shape, but he thinks he's in even better shape now. He says every time he takes to the track, he knows he's the hunted one. All the pressure is on him, and he wants to do something special. He wants to show people what all this hard training has come to be.
Well, there was a rumor that he was thinking about going out and trying to break his own collegiate record, but with him in about 10th place right now and this pace, you can forget about that. This is a championship race, and he's going to run it that way. 61.5 for the first 400 meters. Pretty honest pace, but certainly nothing that would create a time below 3:35.
Well, your leader right now from Virginia Tech, that's Vincent Ciotti. He's your ACC indoor champion in the mile. He was part of that 2018 national championship team that won the distance medley relay.
That is Oliver Huar of Wisconsin and Australia, who is on the shoulder now of first pace of Diago Zarate. So, Satelli. Pardon me. There's 2 Virginia Tech athletes. Vincent Ciotti is now leading, as he did in his semifinal race, but they have really slowed it down like a tackle race that you will often see in a championship. Justin Kiprotich of Michigan State and Kenya is also right there. So it's forcing a lot of the athletes to be out into lane 2 and even to lane 3 on these turns, which means they're running extra distance coming up to the 800 meters. Even slower on that second lap, 2:06.7 for 800, so about 65 seconds for lap number 2. So those with the best wheels in this final are going to have their way in the last 300 meters or so.
Again, we saw some bumping there on that back straight. Everybody's really crowded. They're going 3 and 4 wide. These athletes just have to keep their elbows out and maintain their own space. You have every right to protect your area.
So Ciotti continuing to lead. Kiprotich right there as well. Looks like he wants to take the lead, but he's holding back. Robert Domanic now coming up into 3rd place on the outside from Ole Miss. And at the bell, you can see the pace quicken right away. Everybody's shifting gears. Everybody is in this race right now as they start to unleash their kicks. 3:05, so about a 58.5 for that last lap, and there goes Robert Domanic on the outside, and Josh Kerr is covering that move. Domanic into the lead, and now Josh Kerr into 2nd. Ciotti now falling back off the pace, and it's now looking like a foot race between Josh Kerr, the junior from New Mexico, and Robert Domanic, the senior from Ole Miss. Kerr into the lead, but he isn't clear, certainly. Huar on the outside. Ciotti coming back. Kerr looks over, sees if he can protect his position. Huar's going to win it. Wisconsin wins it. The sophomore, Oliver Huar from Australia, who is 8th indoors at the 3,000 meter distance, left a little something in the tank, stayed out of trouble up front, and steals the title.
Oh my goodness, what an upset. We see Josh Kerr really make some space for himself. He didn't want to get too far behind. He has a fantastic kick. We've seen him win from the front. We've seen him come back. And I thought this was all Josh Kerr, and literally he glanced up at the big board and then he looked to the right. He just didn't have the gas in the tank in the last 50 meters. Wonderful race by Oliver Huar, just to wait and wait and wait. So many people kicked too early. He waited till the last minute. He comes away with the championship.
So an upset win for Oliver Huar of Wisconsin. Vincent Ciotti, who looked like he was going backwards with about 150 meters to go, gathers again and outleans the defending champion.